Hey y'all, we are here. We are doing this thing. Wow. I've been wanting to do this for the last 2.5 years, and I've been running from it. When God puts something in your heart for you to do, and you like, I don't want to do that, it'll eat you alive. Because you will have this constant feeling of, I need to be doing this. So God was sending, like for me, he sent me signs. Like people would come up to me at work. I would see it on social media. And so I was just like, all right, I hear you. Okay, I'm here. So, hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Marlena Ivory. Some of y'all know me as Essence of Lena or Alina Ivory. But I am the CEO and founder of Boss Life Babe. And I wanted to create a brand that was a safe space for women to achieve their goals, um, to have a sense of community, whatever they're going through. It's women out there that's going through the same thing. And then we're here for each other. So, welcome. And this podcast or channel, we're going to be talking about lifestyle, love, relationships, career, business, all of that good stuff. So if that's something that you want to see, girl, go ahead and follow your girl. Press that subscribe button. But yeah, so we're going to get right into the video. But before we get into the video, on each video, I want to say a couple of affirmations to get us started, to put us in a place to receive whatever message we get out of each video. And there's 3 affirmations, and it's I'm powerful, I am worthy, and I am enough. And we're going to say those 3 affirmations in every video. So let's go ahead and say it. I am powerful, I am worthy, and I'm enough. And I want y'all to mean it now. Don't be saying stuff y'all don't mean. But let's go ahead and get into it. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about knowing who you are, getting to know yourself, and standing on your principles, standing on your boundaries, standing on your values. And everyone has their purpose in life. Okay, everyone has something that they were put on this earth to do. And we're not talking about your titles that you have. Oh, I'm a wife. Oh, I'm a daughter. I'm a sister, mother, manager, boss. No, we're not talking about those things. We're talking about things that make us who we are when we remove those things, remove those titles. Who are we? And that's finding your purpose, finding your why you were put on this earth. And some of the things that I've done to find my why was I looked at things that I can do without compensation, without getting paid, and what makes me feel good. And I noticed that I love helping people. I love creating. I love designing. And I could do those things all day, sometimes without eating. And I love to eat. And I could do those things without eating. And I knew, I was like, yeah, it makes me feel so good inside. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I was meant to do. This is what I was meant to do on this earth. So when you find your why, you'll feel it. You'll know, like, it's something that you can do all day, every day without question. And it's a type of service because if you notice, in order to make an impact on others or to live in your purpose, you have to provide a type of service. Now, if you look, you have people that we look up to, or we look in the media, and they're providing service. And it could be music, it could be TV shows, it could be, you know, playing an instrument. Those things are gifts, are services, are your purpose. And you can't find your purpose with looking through a lens, looking at somebody else's accomplishments, looking at somebody else's life, because that's their purpose. So you can't find your purpose with trying to be like somebody else. So in this stage, we have to, when you're finding your purpose, you have to look deep within yourself, to say what you like and what you dislike, and what you want to accomplish in this world, and what makes you feel good. Defining your purpose, you have to have a set of core values, and a set of values for others. Now, before you start setting values for others, you have to have a set of core values, and these are the values that you place on yourself when you want to accomplish anything. Whatever you're doing in life, you need to have a set of core values, because if you have no values, you have no boundaries, you have anything to stand on. And one of the things that I did to find my core values, I wrote everything down. Now, I started this journey, and I'm still on it, girl, I'm still on it. But I started this journey when I got a divorce. I got married young in my early 20s, and I got a divorce in my late 20s. And during that time, girl, I had lost myself. I didn't know who the heck I was. I was finding myself, going through a lot. It was a whole shitstorm. Yeah. So, going through that, I was just like, yeah, I gotta find out what Lena likes. I have to find out what Lena wants. And when I did that, I was just like, yeah, enough is enough. You know, I'm living life and I don't even know what I want, because you've been in such a bad place that you don't know what's good or bad for you. So I took some time and I sat down and I wrote exactly what I wanted to see in myself and what I wanted to accomplish. And with that, I wrote down, okay, what I want to look like, what I want my health to be, what are some of my non-negotiables, what are some of my things that, you know, I enjoy doing, finding things that I like to do. And once I got that together, once I wrote down my values and what I wanted to see in myself, then I wrote down the values that I wanted to see in others, my friends, my family, my relationships. And once I wrote that down, I'm like, no one is coming between these values, coming between none of this. Like, I kid you not, like, I know some people in my life that was like, dang, like I went through a period of solitude, because in order to find out what you like, what you dislike, you can't be surrounded by too many people. Like, you can't be in the mix, always partying, always doing this, because you'll never know what it feels like to be by yourself, what it feels like to know what you love. Because how can you know what you love if you always, you know, with people or with somebody or in a relationship trying to make them happy? You will never know. You will never discover yourself. So I went through a period of solitude, of isolation, and in order for me to get what I wanted to get out of myself, I had to be alone. And I know, like, my family, my friends, I was speaking from personal experience. Like, my family, my friends, um, they were, I know they were like, girl, like, you ain't texting nobody, you ain't calling nobody. Um, but I had to do this for myself. And, you know, it was no hard feelings. It's just like, I have to take care of Lena. I have to take care of me. And I can't worry about nobody else. I can't worry about nobody else. I got to focus on me. And so that's what I did. And y'all, it has been a journey. I've learned so much about myself, and I'm still learning about myself, of what I like and what I dislike. But I can say, by going through this journey, listen, my block game is strong, real strong. And I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm talking about friends. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about romantic relationships. Listen, if you disrupt my peace, you got to go. If you don't fit into the values that I want for myself, that the values that I set, that I want in my friends, my family, my relationships, if you don't have those, you got to go. You start disrupting my peace, you got to go. Okay. So I started doing that, and my block list is long on social media or my phone. Like, it's, you got to go. You got to go. But yeah, you definitely have to go through a period of isolation, because if you don't, you would never know how to practice self-love. And I think a part of finding your why and finding your values, you have to practice self-love. And a part of that is being alone. And I've learned that, you know, I can be alone and still have fun. So I remember I took my first solo trip almost 3 years ago, and I went to Puerto Rico, and it was for my birthday. And a lot of people was like, oh girl, you going by yourself, like it's not gonna be fun. Y'all, I had a ball. And when I went on that trip, I discovered something about myself, that I love a good adventure. I love the outdoors. Well, if it don't have bees, I'm terrified of bees. I don't like the bees. The wasps, the bees, the flies, the insects. But nevertheless, I like the outdoors. Like, I like having adventures. So I took another solo trip to Asheville, North Carolina, to see the Biltmore House, to go to the South Caves, and I did a lot of stuff. And I do solo trips, like mini solo trips to winery, dating myself, going out to eat, doing solo dates. Those things play a part in really defining who you are and finding out what you love, what you dislike, what you want to do again, what you're not going to do again. Those things, like, I kid y'all not, like, it was an eye opener. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know I like that. And a part of being by myself, I learned a couple of things that I like to do, and that was meditation. I think that meditation is a very great form of practicing stillness, being in your calmness, connecting to source, and really tapping into self-awareness. And that right there was a game changer. That right there was a game changer. Practicing meditation has opened up so many avenues that I thought was just like, this is crazy, just by meditating. So yes, I would say those were one of the things that helped me discover my values and be in myself, my feminine energy, and being in my self-love. And I wouldn't say it's easy. I wouldn't say it's easy because it's definitely hard to stand on the two. It's definitely hard to stand on the two because trust me, it's very hard, especially girl. If you're talking to a dude, he fine. He tall, he this, he that, and toxic. Very toxic. And will disrupt your peace. And you have to learn how to stand how to stand on it, girl. How to stand on it. But it can be with friends. Like I know there were times where in my heart, and it's so funny because God will give you discernment and he will give you signs and will let you know that, that person ain't for you. And you'll feel it in your spirit. Like with some of my friends that I used to talk to, you will feel it. Every time you hang around them, you're like, ugh. Like, I just need to cut them off. But it's like, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Oh, you worried about how they feel, but you worry about how they feel and you hurting yourself in the process. So what good does that do? So you just got to learn to just listen to your discernment and just make it happen. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. I had friends, and this is crazy. In relationships, I had those friends in relationships that as soon as I cut them off, it felt like a load was like lifted off my shoulder. Like literally, like lifted. I kid you not. And that's when I knew, I'm like, yeah, you was been supposed to do this, girl. You was been supposed to do this and you cutting up. But I did that, and trust me, it serves us no good to hold on to that weight. It serves us no good. So in order to reach our goals and to find our purpose, find our why, and discover our values, we have to learn to isolate. That's one. And we have to learn how to say no. Ooh. I struggled with this, and I am a victim of being a people pleaser. And I'm telling y'all, that serves us no good, being a people pleaser. Oh my gosh, like it is so like tiring to have to, I don't want to say no because I'm going to hurt her feelings. Oh, I don't want to say no because I'm going to hurt his feelings. Oh, no. And learning how to say no, it feels so good. Oh, girl, no, I ain't doing it. Because I think the reason why the people pleaser syndrome, we don't want to say no because, I don't want them to think that I don't care about them, or I don't want them to feel like I'm selfish. No. The answer is no. And we don't have to provide no explanation. Don't even have to do that either. We don't have to come up with a lie. Oh, because it is. Why are we doing that? Because the answer is no. It's no. It's no. So I've learned how to say no, and it feels so good. Girl, you want to go ahead, girl? No, I'm just going. Oh, you want to do this? No. You want to help me out? No. Sorry. And sometimes it's funny. Like sometimes I don't even be busy. Sometimes like my mental space is not there to do none of what they asking me to do. I just want to sit on this couch. I just want to watch my movie. I want to read my book. And don't be bothered. Like, okay, so one of the things, and I want to share this with y'all. one of the things that I do when I'm like meditating or in my relaxed mode, saying no, what I like to do is I have focus on my phone. And I'll show you, I'll put a little video up here of like all my focuses on my phone, and I don't play by them. I don't play by them. I have a focus for, let me see. Let me go. I'm gonna show y'all. Or tell y'all, or show y'all. Y'all gonna see. So I have a focus for work, sleep, fitness, meditation, filming, editing, reading, self-care, and of course, Boss Life Babe. Shout out to BLB. But yes, I have a focus for all of those, and I don't play by that. When that focus is on, you ain't getting no response. You're not getting no response. I take my time when I'm in my self-care. Somebody texts me, I'm not gonna answer it right away. I see it. I'll get to it when I get to it. But right now I'm relaxing, and I'm more important than anybody else. You have to take care of self first. And yeah, with those focuses, girl, I don't play. I don't play it. Even like when I wake up. So I have time set aside for, and that's another thing. You have to set time for yourself. Like, girl, like you, like I set aside time for myself. Like in the morning, like the first 2 hours, I am still on do not disturb. Don't text me, don't call me. And the people that are in my life, they know. Like the first 2 hours, don't even, yeah, you could text, but yeah, she probably not gonna respond until like she's really, really up. And I use those 2 hours. So when I get up, and I do this when I'm getting ready for work, I do this over the weekend. I get up, I'm grateful, I thank God, I do my meditation, and I do my yoga, I make breakfast. And a lot of people are like, girl, you make time to make breakfast in the morning? Absolutely. Absolutely. You make time for what you want, and I be hungry. So, but I get up in the morning and I meditate. I do my yoga. I cook breakfast. I drink my coffee, tea, or whatever I have for that morning. And I relax. I do my affirmations. I write in my journal. And then now I can open up the floor for everybody else. Now I can welcome up now y'all welcome to come and leave the space, but not before then. And I think that comes with setting boundaries, and really defining who you are and your routines. And you can't, like I said, you can't discover none of this if you don't be by yourself. We have to be comfortable being alone. And it can be scary, because I know that for me, I was told that I would never find anyone. No one's going to love me. You're going to be successful and you're going to have all that stuff. You're going to have all that money and still not have no one to love you. Those things, you may hear those things. Oh, all of that, you successful, but you don't got this, you don't got that. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. We have to be comfortable being alone. Not just, oh, I'm just getting this person because I want a man, or I'm just getting this person because I want a girl. Hell, I'm not getting this person or having this friendship because I don't want to go to the club by myself. I don't want to go to this party by myself. You don't even like them people. Play with them. You don't even like them. But you just want somebody to go with. Oh, because I have a friend, or I have this, or I have a man, because they look good. Everything that look good ain't good. And it's okay. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to take yourself out, girl. Like, how you expect somebody to treat you, how you want to be treated if you don't treat yourself the same way. One of the things that I do, I buy myself flowers every 2 weeks. I go to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is my main spot, but Costco has a lot of flowers as well. Whole Foods has flowers. And I buy myself flowers every 2 weeks, and I enjoy doing it. I put my music on, y'all. I have a candle. Like, I romanticize my life. And it's so funny because my sister be like, girl, like, it's the little things for me. Like, I enjoy, like, cooking dinner. I light my candles, play my music, play my Maxwell, my Donnell Jones, child, and be listening to my music, cooking, or reading, or just relaxing. Like, those things make me feel good. I take myself out. Like, I get dressed up. You don't have to get dressed up just to go somewhere with somebody. You can, enjoy being, in the comforts of you. And to me, I feel like in order to elevate, you have to isolate.
Message.
And you can't tap into who you're meant to be if you're always surrounded by people. If you always, like, gotta be in somebody's presence to feel validated. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to be comfortable in being in solitude. And I feel like in order to love yourself, in order to practice self-love, you have to learn how to be by yourself, girl. Okay? Because no one's coming to save you but you. No one's going to love you but you. No one's going to be there for you but you. And yeah, just, it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a process. Just know that you got this. Hell, sometimes I'm like, girl, I just be sitting here. Sometimes I got to meditate like twice because I'm like, listen, God, what is going on here? But I feel like once you really tap into, girl, your feminine energy, girl, and you tap into your self-love, your self-worth, your values, defining what your values are for yourself, defining the values that you want in other people and characteristics in other people. Being in solitude, I feel like slowly but surely, your purpose and your why will reveal itself. It'll be like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, why do you say that? And I think one of the things I feel like people, they're like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds real good, what you're saying. But I am having a hard time right now. Things are not going my way. And I'm not accomplishing my goals or anything like this. Have you ever thought that just maybe, the universe is not giving it to you because you have roadblocks in your way? You have distractions. I wouldn't say roadblocks. You have distractions around you. And God is not going to bless you if you are with people or you're associating yourself with people that don't even deserve to be within your blessings, within your success. He's not going to give it to you. God is not going to give it to you. So you have to remove those things. I am speaking from experience when I tell y'all, like, it's like magic. The moment that I started removing things that did not serve me, the blessings started overflowing. I said, oh, I had to get rid of that. I had to get rid of this to receive this. then once you start seeing that, it becomes very easy to cut people off. It becomes very easy to cut situations off, that job off. If it does not bring you peace, it has to go. So, with that being said, y'all, you got this, queen. You got this. In order to find your why, you have to find what defines you. And I feel like once you crack down on your values that you have for yourself, you have to isolate. Remember, in order to elevate, you have to isolate. So, isolation, creating those boundaries, being in your solitude, creating your safe space. All right, finding out what you love, finding out what you don't love. And once you set those boundaries, once you set that up, you're gonna be good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe, girl. And thank you for watching. Bye.